We're going live. Oh my god, hey, we're live. I think that we are live.
Birthday live.
It's my birthday. It just stopped being my birthday.
No, it's not. So it's in America.
It's my birthday in America. Whoa. Amazing. Okay. Do we have any friends? Oh my god, hey everyone. It's my birthday. Good evening, Amy. Hello. Let me do, sorry, bear with. I'm just going to do an Instagram story to tell the people that we're here. How do I get a link to my own live to my phone? That's a great question. Share.
Yes.
Copy video link. Yeah, John Cardoza is going to be fantastic. Do you know the first time I heard the name John Cardoza, it was, we were talking about Moulin Rouge cast members, and it was Kate Ranking, who then we had not known for very long, saying that they saw the tour Christian and he was fantastic, and they wished he would come to Broadway. And I'm pretty sure that was John Cardoza.
Yeah, John Cardoza was on the tour.
Yeah, and I think that was Kate. Oh, thank you, everybody. It's my birthday. It's still my birthday in America. My birthday has just finished in the UK. I'm 29.
In the world, it's still. Oh look, you're getting loads of congratulation emojis. Like,
that's cute. Birth. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I have had a birthday.
Oh, it's like a reaction. See, like here, they're flying.
Yes. Oh, that's cute. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Luca.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Canadian chick. Whereabouts in Canada, if you don't mind me asking? Thank you, Jacob, if I didn't already say. Thank you, Dylan. Excited to see you soon, Dylan. Thank you, Almeida's Army. Hello, everyone on Aaron James's TikTok as well. You okay?
Yeah. I think I just waited. I think it just did something weird. We're all good.
29, can't believe it. As in, you can't believe I look this young, or the other way? Can't believe I'm so much older than Dylan, you just saw The Notebook and was sobbing. Was that your first time seeing it?
Thank you for the rose.
Had you seen it before? Oh, you're in Toronto. Oh, amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed. We're desperate to get back to Toronto because it was great.
LA.
Oh, you had seen it before. Okay. But I also cried the second time. I've just seen Next to Normal this evening.
We did. We just got back from Next to Normal
in the West End for the third time. And I have perfect timing with that comment. I did see that it's going to be filmed. They're filming it from Monday. So we saw the last performance before it gets filmed. And even though that was my fourth time seeing this production,
it was a completely different family that we saw.
Saw a different family, and I still cried because Jamie Parker at the end.
Parker,
oh my gosh,
won't
say anything. But my goodness, thank you for the kind words. And they are releasing the Between the Lines pro shot. Do you know, I thought of you when I can't remember who told me, or when we found. Did Kate say?
It was Kate.
I think it came from Kate. And I was like, Callie is the reason I even know about the Between the Lines Pro Shop, for letting me know in comments. So thank you for helping make me aware of that. I will finally be able to get around to watching it. Enjoy the Mean Girls tour in Norfolk, Virginia. That's the non-equity tour, right?
Yeah.
About to go see McNeil. Dylan, we need to talk about McNeil when you get to London, because I'm so intrigued as to what... You're right, though. Aaron's at war with some iron brew.
You know what? I never drink iron brew regularly. This is all because of Edinburgh.
Are you going to see any of the White Rabbit, Red Rabbit performances? I'm finding it hard to get into it because it's so Edinburgh Fringe coded.
I mean, I don't know if I'd like the play. Like, the concept's cool, but then at the same time, it's like... It's kind of cool that it's not something that people already know, but then at the same time, I think it's difficult to know who you'd want to see in the show, but you don't know.
And I don't know what they're doing. Like, I can go to things outside of press bookings, and I buy tickets to things, and I go see other stuff, but I don't know what they're planning to do press-wise, because obviously it would only be with one. Have they decided who the press night is? Are they even having it reviewed? I sort of don't know. When does Beetlejuice open in London? Currently nothing planned. Also, William, we need to go back to this. Can't believe you're 29. That needs qualifying. Is it, I can't, not to dig, is it, can't believe you're 29 because you look so much younger, or can't believe you're 29 because I was getting like 30, 40. I used to teach teenagers and they will always think you're older than you are because of the situational context of a classroom. So I'm used to being told this, that they were like at least 30, mid 30s, late 30s. I was like 22 when this was happening.
It's not long until I become the same age as you.
You are older than me and you always will be.
Yeah. Disagree.
Every day you will not stop being older than me. You are 1 month older than me. You look great for 29. Thank you. I agree. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you so much.
Oh, I can only afford to see one show in the West End. What do you recommend?
Oh,
Thank you for the crown.
do you know it's hard to say because it depends on like what you want out of your West End experience and what you've seen before. Is it your first ever West End show? How tall am I? I'm 5'11". I'm always, when people meet me in real life, they always think I'm shorter in videos. They're always surprised I'm as tall as I am, and I'm not tall, but people always expect me to be shorter, was what I was trying to say there. Let me email myself. How am I going to do that?
Oh, somebody asked, will the Notebook come to the UK? I think
Yes.
so, yes.
Yes.
There was already a UK producer involved, so yes. Just, I don't know when. I think my prediction is that the US, they'll wait until after the US tour. They'll let that go. Because if they're going to make any changes, they'll try it out on the US tour. And then after that's happened and they know how that went, then we'll get it in the West End.
I'm so technologically incapable. I want to share this live that we're doing on my PC on my phone, so I've just emailed myself the link because I can't think of how else.
I could have just put it in the WhatsApp. Oh, no, I can't because I'm live.
Yeah.
Sean could have.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not stressed about age, by the way, after all that either. 29 is just, I've spent half this year thinking I was 29 already. And
that happens.
Yeah.
I about halfway through the year after my birthday, I completely forget what age I am.
Yeah. I would not have guessed 5'11". Did you think I was shorter? Everyone always thinks I'm shorter.
Oh,
I'm taller than him as well. Canadian chick from Toronto. Oh my God, hey from the Philippines. Hey in the Philippines. Are you going to see Six the musical when it comes to the Philippines? Hope you do. 1995 gang. Yes. Year of the Pig. It was the Year of the Pig. Did you know that?
Yes.
The Year of the Pig.
You got to see a pig today.
I saw a pig today, which is always a good day when I get to see a pig.
It is a Babies the Musical t-shirt. Because we saw it when we went to see it at the other palace. I obviously had to get, and it's such a perfect colour. And the t-shirt fabric. It's not that often that I'm always really like picky when I decide to buy like clothing merch from a show where it's like, please say it's a good fabric.
Yeah. The Operation Mincemeat one is a lovely fabric, assuming it's the same one. Oh, are we birthday twins? Mocking Dragon, is yours the 7th or the 8th? Because mine has just ended here in the UK. But happy birthday to you. Disney Mary Poppins is going on tour very soon. Just arrived at Lincoln Center. Dylan, enjoy. Have a great time at McNeil. We will chat all about it in person when we see you soon in London.
Are we seeing the Anne Juliet tour? I think we're hoping to. We just
Definitely.
haven't planned when.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I need to go see Jordan
Yeah.
Roach and Laura Denning and
Sandra Marvin and
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
Mickey saw all 3 Death of England plays.
All 3. Vlog about that dropping tomorrow on my YouTube channel, MickeyJoTheatre. Video of me seeing 3 shows in a row. Cute. Sorry, I'm just posting this on Instagram. When does the 6th film come out? I would tell you if I knew. I want to say within the next year. Within the next calendar year. Let's manifest that.
We're excited to see Oliver when it transfers.
Someone asked if it was going to extend, and pending it selling well, pending reviews, I think it will.
Which? Oliver.
Yeah.
I realised that when we see Oliver, that'll be the first time I've seen a professional production of Oliver.
I've never seen Oliver on stage.
Yeah.
I've never seen
been
Oliver
in
on
it.
stage.
I've been in it in the stage experience, but I've never watched a professional production of it.
Yeah. Did see the new production of Chorus Line. I actually saw it a few years ago at Leicester Curve, and I saw it again recently at Sadler's Wells. I want to make a video talking about it here on my channel. I just keep getting preempted by other things. Titanic is coming to the UK. That's going to the Criterion in the West End. It's also going to Toronto. It's also going to Australia.
Yeah.
It's suddenly everywhere.
And Marla Mandell's new musical is about to start performances off Broadway.
It is.
Which I'm very excited about.
At the Orpheum Theatre.
Yeah, because Oliver had its final show tonight.
It did its final show in Chichester before it heads to London.
And tomorrow, Frozen ends.
Frozen does end tomorrow. Goodness.
Frozen takes its final bow in the West End.
All change in London. Kathy and Stella closing next weekend. If you haven't seen that yet, do we know who's going to be Celine in Titanic in London? We've heard a rumor that I don't feel at liberty to share with you because I don't want it in case I'm right. The performers who auditioned for it won't necessarily know they haven't got it yet, and that's a horrible way to find out. And B,
yeah, that's why I don't like rumor mills,
especially
here, because
the performer who has booked the job deserves that moment of like reveal and like
the big moment,
casting announcement, and
also things can change.
But I'm excited, and you should be too. That's
he is wearing merch.
Well, bam.
I was just reading that. It said no merch on Mickey, and then I was like, oh, no, he is.
Woohoo. Woohoo. Kevin, she's going to Singapore next. Sarah Brightman is heading from Sydney to Singapore with Sunset Boulevard.
That's a good question. If someone's coming to London to see a lot of theatre, is there a month or time of the year you recommend? We're different than Broadway in that the seasons work hardest to find.
It really just depends on specific things.
I would say July.
Let it be motivated by, do you want to be here for West End Live? Do you want to be here for we had a really great summer this year. This year the time to be here was June or July.
Yeah.
I think.
June or July was this year. Or sometimes February, because that's so in terms of Olivier season, that's the cut-off month. So normally a lot of stuff is open in that month as well. Then also October is normally good. New shows
so just a month of the year.
Like June/July, October, February. April's good if you want to be there when. Well, this is the thing. Normally we don't have musicals open that win awards.
But if you're not tied to specific holiday dates, avoid February half term and October half term, because London is going to be so much harder simply to walk around.
Same with August. August is not the fun month in London.
Thank you, Cassidy, for the super thanks. Happy birthday, Mickey. Thank you so much. I'm currently planning my next Broadway trip. What are some must-see shows? For fun factor, Death Becomes Her.
I'm very excited to see that show. That's like very high on my list of shows I would like to see.
Currently, I think Suffs is one of the best written new musicals. Look, I'm wearing so much merch. Look at this. Woohoo! I just wanted to wear this color today because I want to go see Next to Normal, hence all the Suffs stuff. Suffs I really enjoy. If you're there, if you're currently planning your next Broadway trip. Hello, Ben. If you're currently planning your next Broadway trip, it's probably not before The Notebook closes. If you haven't seen Sunset Boulevard, I think everyone should who is interested in theatre, because it's going to be so talked about and because I think it's incredibly artistically rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
There's really great casting in Chicago right now. Great Gatsby delivers a lot of what you expect a Broadway show to be. I'm trying to give you different vibes, different things. Stereophonic, an incredible play. Hills of California, an incredible play. Go see both of those in one day if you want a big theatrical, intense marathon of really long plays, both set in the 70s. Orfeh is doing a really short stint as Mama Morton, but I'm sure she's amazing. Someone asked what made me decide to cut my hair.
It was getting too hot, and you were.
It was really warm.
You were finding it very difficult to like
It was for the Edinburgh
maintain.
Fringe. I knew we were staying in a hostel with a bunch of our friends at the Edinburgh Fringe, and I was getting so charmed and delighted by the idea of waking up and just like washing my head with a little bit of soap and putting a hat on and going and seeing 10 pieces of theatre. I knew I wouldn't have time to care about my hair, and it's been very nice.
You've had birthday messages.
Thank
I had a
you.
good one here, which was that was it. Jake, we literally I don't think we're planning to see it being filmed next week next to normal because we're already booked in. But
We're
we
at the
saw it
theatre every night next
But we
week.
saw it tonight for Mickey's birthday.
Just saw next to normal. The cast were aflame. We saw Jake Reynolds as Gabe. We saw Lizzie Parker as Natalie. So that was a different family configuration, which was really fun. They were both fantastic.
Mhm.
Casey was on fire. Jamie Parker was on fire.
Jamie Parker was heartbreaking.
Jamie Parker was like, Casey, I'm hearing the vocals you've been doing this entire show, putting new things in. Casey Levy knew it was my birthday. I like to think that she did that for me.
She made me cry a lot, and it's interesting because I always normally cry anyhow with Jamie Parker,
Yeah.
but with the build-up of it. But before that, I was suddenly like, "Why am I sobbing?" Oh, it's Casey's delivery of this whole scene.
Yeah. Oh, so many questions coming in. Thank you, Isaac. Haven't seen you in ages. We're doing good. Hope you have been well. Happy birthday. Mine was Monday. September birthday people. Does that also make you a Virgo? I think so. Saw Starlight for it and Wizard of Oz today.
Fun.
How was Wizard of Oz? Was the Vivian terrific? I'm very sad not to have had a chance to see her in it or any of the other of the cast. I've heard great things about Aviva as well.
Oh, somebody on here saw the Wizard of Oz today. Can't wait to see Next Normal on its final night.
That's going to be emotional, let me tell you. Greetings from Las Vegas. Amazing.
Fun.
What's it like living in Las Vegas? I mean, I'm sure it's just like a place as well, but that must be an experience. Thank you, Susan, for the birthday messages.
Ben, I agree. We always do love this an unstudy moment.
We really do, and it really changed the family dynamic within the show. Because what I love about the casting of the principal performers is Eleanor Worthington Cox and Casey Levy look so alike in those final moments. But
actually, I've just thought about this.
What?
The hairs flip.
How so?
Well, Eleanor and Jack.
Oh, I see.
And then Lizzie and Jake, they completely flip.
Yeah. Lizzie Parker, I don't think resembles Casey Levy too much, and so you get more of the disconnect between them as mother and daughter in this sort of fraught relationship. Not to give too many spoilers for the show. Where was I? What did you think of Lampika? Mixed feelings. You have not missed the review. I was just giving it time to breathe because, I think a lot of people really cared about that show, worked hard on that show, and I didn't want to, as soon as the curtain came down on their final performance, sadly closing early, be like, here's what went wrong. I'm giving it time, and then it'll be more of a retrospective a little bit down the line. But soon, because I'm itching to talk about it. And we saw it twice. So I have many thoughts, but I do still listen to it often.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ben and everybody saw Lizzie.
Yeah, Lizzie was so good today. Lizzie was so good.
We loved Babies. Babies was a very good musical.
Loved Babies. Excited for hopefully some future life for Babies.
I hope so.
I don't know anything.
I'm 42 balloons.
I saw 9 to 5 the musical live today. Ooh, whereabouts? You don't know if you don't mind saying. You don't have to. Hello, Avia. Thank you for the birthday message.
Should Imelda Staunton's Hello Dolly have a cast recording? I feel like it should be a live cast recording because Imelda's so good live.
Yeah.
I guess so because it's a different score. Like they've made changes, like with the opening number, so it kind of warrants it.
Yeah, and there are a lot of good vocal performances in it. I don't know that there are. It's about the acting as much as anything else. It's a really well acted Dolly and well characterized. I don't know that there are many where I would choose to listen to it over the recent Bette Midler one with Gavin Creel and Kate Baldwin. Like that had some remarkable voices. Not that this one doesn't, but I'm not itching for it the same way I am for Next to Normal. I'm putting all of my cast recording energy into Next to Normal. Saw you at Next to Normal, but felt awkward to say hi. We've said hi to so many people today. Please come and say hello. please just come hit me with an oh my god,
Oh
hey.
no, always. It's the best thing ever.
Come say oh my god, hey, and then I'll know exactly
Yeah.
what's going on and we'll all know where we are. And even if that's it, and it's just hi, hello. And if you want a picture, ask for a picture, because I will never
Yes.
say, do you want to take a picture with me? Because that I feel super obnoxious for that. So I need you all
Yeah.
to lead the charge on that. And you
Yeah.
don't have to have a picture
Always ask.
if you don't want one.
Always ask if you would like. Cassidy, sorry for spamming gifts at her. Just wanted to do something for Mickey Jo's belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sending Aaron TikTok gifts for my birthday. I appreciate it. I'm gonna. Oh, speaking of birthday gifts, this is still surprisingly heavy. I haven't finished my cookie cake, and I don't know if I will for some time. I've been working on this bad boy for days.
Yeah, this is from Babies the Musical,
It is.
which was on in London earlier for past. And there's music online to listen to, but it's really cool.
This is
It's a
what would
very
have.
cool new musical.
What would you get if in Hamilton Thomas Jefferson lost the election of 1800?
Hmm?
If in Hamilton Thomas Jefferson lost the election of 1800, what would you get?
My brain has gone blank. It's warm.
Happy birthday. That was good. Hold on. There you go. Happy birthday. I've been eating this cookie cake for days, everybody. If you don't want to see me eat on live stream, then close your eyes. I apologize. This is me warning you in advance, was what that was meant to say. That was meant to sound.
But yeah, no, we won't say no if somebody wanted a photo.
I share the day with your mother. Oh, happy birthday to your mother. And I hope she's had a lovely day as well. What do you think about the Wicked movie merch? There's so many. Have you seen the Monopoly? Wicked Monopoly?
No.
We need it.
The Wicked merch is very cool.
That one I need.
I haven't seen any in real life yet. That's what I will say. I don't think anything in the UK has come out yet. I know we've seen the H&M ones, but we saw that in Toronto.
My birthday's the 7th.
Love both your thoughts on the new Wicked trailer. I know everybody's been asking for us to react to the international trailer because it's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen, and I actually have not watched it yet because of that reason.
How would Wicked scrap beyond like green tiles?
Oh no, that would be fun. Because I would like that if they did a little book that had Aussian language. Because obviously, actually that would work because Wicked has so many different words.
You get a bonus for an Aussian word.
Yeah, because
I thought of one the other day that the whole time I was like, that's a normal word. And then I realized it's not. And I can't remember.
Ooh, what would be your theatrical Broadway birthday wish?
Theatrical Broadway birthday wish.
Well, it's just theatrical birthday
My
wish.
theatrical birthday wish. Next to normal cast recording, but then we're getting the pro shot, so...
But even so with the pro shot, I'm like, please can we also have a cast recording? Because I don't know where the pro shot's going to go after where, like, depending on where it's released, because it's not the public, is it?
Mine would be, very personally, a big, juicy Sondheim revival for the UK.
Mm-hmm.
In the Heights revival, either West End or Broadway, don't mind. Inheritance, Netflix miniseries.
Please, when? Why hasn't it happened? Yeah.
Oh, many questions coming in.
We might be at the play that goes wrong 10th anniversary. Who knows?
Maybe.
They have an original Wicked board game too that also seems great.
Wow.
Oh wait, you will have to do that because you love a board game.
I do love a board game. Did you see When We Strike at Southwark Playhouse? Didn't get to. The second half of August, I had so many plans of what I was going to see, and then it just got way too full, way too fast. When you headed back to New York, hopefully before Christmas.
I just saw something that looked fun. Next March, I have the birthday weekend in Sydney and have booked Hadestown MJ and hopefully the new Lord of the Rings.
Wow. Sydney in March. Oh, the new Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, from the UK.
Is that going to Sydney or is that going to Are they going to New Zealand?
Both. It's been announced for both.
I see. That makes sense. Oh, how fun.
Yeah, they announced it for New Zealand and then they announced Australia, or they announced Australia then New Zealand, I think.
Yeah. Amy, I've been thinking about seeing Mandy Gonzalez as Norma Desmond because we've seen Scherzinger, but we've only seen Scherzinger once. And I feel like I'm itching to see it again. But I would also love to see Mandy Gonzalez. I would also love to see Caroline Bowman, but I don't believe that she has or will necessarily end up having specific dates.
Yeah.
Because Laura Denning, who was her counterpart in the West End production, never went on.
Hannah said that you guys need to do the controversial theatre opinions trend.
Happy to.
Ricky, I feel like if Muriel's Wedding does well, hopefully it will. I think what's probably a promising sign that it might be aiming for London next is that they've only announced a
Oh no.
Have you just
I got water on my cookie cake.
I mean, at least it's not a flavour.
Did enjoy Operation Mincemeat yesterday. Had a great time. That was the first time seeing the new cast since cast change. Really enjoyed.
Very cool.
I cried, and I know exactly what happens in that show. I've seen it many times. Does the West End have a website like Broadway.com that lists upcoming shows and dates? Whatsonstage.com is your best bet.
What's on Stage do, and I think LondonTheatre.co.uk is the other one that will.
Mm-hmm.
They're both good for it because they both do dates.
Yeah, I love Mandy Gonzalez.
Oh, Mickey Jo, when is your show?
When is my show? Funny you should ask. I'm doing a live show on the 22nd of September, and the guests will be announced imminently, like really, really soon. And we have some exciting plans. So it's going to be really fun. And if you're in London, you can come and see on the 22nd of September. And if you're not in London and you still want to watch, then you can live stream wherever you are in the world. It'll be at 7:30 UK time. That's 2:30 American time, earlier in the afternoon, from the Phoenix Arts Club in London. And I'm very excited about it. And got fun guests. I would book to come see my own show if I wasn't in it, to hear my guests sing the things I'm going to make them sing. Because it's going to be fun. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm going to let Erin answer some questions while I eat more cake.
Oh, yeah, Janine Tesori's Grounded will be broadcast in London cinemas, which I'm very intrigued in her operas. Because
I'm super intrigued.
We missed Blue when it was on.
Yeah.
In London, and I love her composing.
Yeah.
So
love Janine Tesori.
Evia, get Erin to sing. Jub saw Wicked in Brazil as well, and loved it.
Do you sometimes feel like your job right now is a job? What do you do to keep being excited? I don't know. I don't know that I feel that it does feel like a job in the way that you're describing. There's definitely work, and there's definitely moments where I'm like, oh, I've got really behind on this, and I need to do this, and this, and the Edinburgh Fringe is always completely overwhelming for that. But getting to see creative theatre, not even good theatre, not even great theatre, is reward enough. I find such reward in creativity, and we get to see that all the time. Whether that's a show we've seen 10 times, a show that's fine, but like there's an exciting understudy going on for the first time or going on for the 12th time or whatever. There's so many little things. We see good marketing. We see good social media work in the theatre. We see good merch. We see, we get excited over the tiniest things. A show does a brand collaboration with a place in London and we're like, that's amazing. Let's
Yeah.
go and do that. The
Mean
littlest
Girls
things.
iced coffee.
We go somewhere and there's a themed cocktail. Like, it brings us such inherent joy. We're very lucky to get to also work in that as well. And then the travel aspect that has emerged within the last couple of years of getting to go to different places is also fun, because I'm not someone who ever really coveted traveling for the sake of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to, I don't long to go to like undiscovered and interesting parts of the world and immerse myself in local culture. I like very like a culture that's very what's the word I'm looking for here? I feel much more comfortable and safer going to places where the culture is very adapted to tourists, but getting to go places to see theatre has been really lovely. Basically,
you've already been roasted by Ellie. Ellie, but it's weird to see a live stream where they're not 50 questions behind.
Come at me, Ellie Talks Theatre.
Growth with age.
That was good.
We did see the little big things. Oh, Jake put, we need Mickey Joe, oh my god, hey merch at your show. You can take my money.
Maybe there will be. Maybe there will be. Maybe we've been working hard on merchandise.
Maybe there'll be stuff online soon.
Who knows? The cake is lovely. It's a cookie cake. I'm eating cookie cake, everybody. I still have a fun question I wanted to answer.
Oh, that's interesting. Would you say that your experience as a theatre reviewer has impacted your experience as a casual theatre watcher and as a theatre maker?
Yeah, definitely. And vice versa. Like, it doesn't take a lot to produce the live shows that we have coming up, but it still takes way more than I had anticipated. And I think that endeared me more to the challenges faced by producers and the art of producing. It is, I think it's very often just seen as like an administrative and financial job, but it's also a creative one. And for the question you initially asked, has being a theatre reviewer impacted my experience as a casual theatre watcher? I find it really hard to not look at everything through an analytical lens and be looking around and like, how is this informing this and how is this working? And I think I don't know how to just sit back and purely enjoy anymore, which is not the end of the world, because I was probably like that before. I've probably always been a bit like that. Sadly, Little Big Things will struggle to tour because of venue accessibility.
There's possibilities for it too, though.
There are some places it could.
There is, it just might not do it. I don't think it could do a commercial tour, but I think it could do a fun tour where it goes to theatres that like Rams on the Moon perform at, which is still around the country. You're okay there. Brewery is so cute. I agree. We need to get we'll definitely be getting the Wicked Blush with Brewer and Chistery. Because you didn't know about Brewer being his name.
I did not know about Brewer. This is the lion cub from Wicked, by the way. He's called Burr.
The Cowardly Lion in the Wicked books is called Burr, with B-R-R-R, and he's the lead of the third. But he's the lead in the third book. That's why. The third book in the Wicked Years series. The first one's Elphaba, the second one's her son, and the third one is Burr. Then the fourth one is Glinda.
My go-to takeaway, I think it might be Korean at the moment, or fried chicken. I love a fried chicken, but also, is Kokoro Korean? Or is it Japanese?
I think it's Japanese.
Wagamama's Japanese.
It's sometimes there's like a mix. Well, there's like a mix where they're saying parts of the cuisine seen in both.
Like a chili chicken and noodles.
That's true, Ellie. It's been over a month. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Since we last saw her, sheesh.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess so, because I don't think we've seen everybody since pre...
Miss you, Ellie Talks Theatre. Last time was Fangirls.
From Millie's Cookies.
Yep, the large cookie cake. I don't think I've
Millie's
showed
cookies.
TikTok. There you go, TikTok. This is what's left of it. That was from Millie's Cookies. Aaron got it for me as a surprise that I explicitly requested 25 times because I was worried I was being too subtle. And I was like, I would really like a cookie cake.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Ella. New find challenge. Find Wicked the movie merch. Oh, Aaron can't have the cookie cake. Sadly, I'm not being rude and eating it by myself.
Sad times.
Um,
Yeah, I just can't. It's a sad day.
Also, Starlove,
Ooh.
I absolutely want to come and see Gypsy at the Majestic. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year because it's starting quite late. But I will be. You try and stop me seeing Gypsy at the Majestic. Are you saying come see it at the Majestic because you work there? Do I need to say hello upon arrival? Let me know. Send me an email or comment here. Get Aaron a cake. Hashtag Justice Fair. And Aaron had a lovely cake on his birthday.
Yeah, that my parents made.
And we've all been out for ice cream today. We're all good.
He's not taunting me, don't worry.
Oh.
Now he is. I'm giving you a hug.
I'm tilting.
Tilt.
I've never had a cat. You may be thinking of Brendan, aka Wait in the Wings. Aaron can't have the cake because of wheat intolerance. Gluten-free.
I eat gluten-free mainly. Which is why donut time and places like that are fab because they do loads of options now.
Yeah. Yes, Ricky. How has it been so long since Hedwig in Manchester? My goodness.
And it's just a happy birthday.
Thank you, Hannah. What day of the week is it? Have you just been
Saturday?
A 6 week? Yeah, I'd fully forgotten. I feel like it's just been Hannah's birthday as well. I feel like we're both September birthdays.
Been all birthdays.
Everybody. All the best people. You can invite, this is good. You can invite 3 musical characters to your birthday party. Who are you choosing? I need someone who's going to bring a cake or someone who's going to bring food. Jenna from Waitress, I feel like she'd be going through a crisis. I don't want her to give birth at my party.
Well, she's not pregnant at the end.
True.
A baker and a baker's wife?
The baker from Into the Woods could like to bake a good cake. Why am I only thinking of animals? Okay, 3 people. Birthday party. Paulette from Legally Blonde, I think, is good vibes. It's good for a motivational pep talk. Are you really struggling with this?
I think in depth about these.
You're thinking about it very deeply.
I'm thinking through the pros and cons of each one. So I think I go, oh, this character, and I'm like, absolutely not. I just realised the reason why I would not.
Some of you are going for. Here's the thing. Am I inviting them to a party with other people, or is it just me and just the 3 of them? Because if it's me and Sally Bowles and Persephone, this is a lot of energy and alcohol that is not playing to a larger space.
And also, if you're inviting a god or a goddess, anything could happen if they get angry. Yeah,
if I'm inviting Persephone, do flowers just start growing in the vicinity? And it's September.
I'm not encouraging haze to appear.
Am I messing up climate change by inviting her to my birthday in September? I'm trying to be responsible here. Auntie Mame is correct. Mame, yeah. It is today. It's today. In fact, it was yesterday. Angel Dumont Chenard is also fun. Tracy from Hairspray or Motormouth Maybelle. Or just all of the kids from Kimberly Akimbo because they were sad about not being invited to parties
Oh, cute.
in the first one. Then we finally got invited. I love that. Fudgy the Whale Cake.
There's some I think of, and then it's like, no, it's just a performer that I want to come.
If it's just you and the three, Dolly Levi. Great shout. Great shout. Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. Oh. You're all much better at this than I am. My aunt went to see The Devil Wears Prada, the musical, before it comes to the West End. She said it's fantastic. I'm excited. I won't be seeing it till December because that's when they're doing press performances. Yeah, taking their time with that one, which we're not mad about.
It's going to be fun to see how they transform the theatres for the world tour, the international tour, for the world tour of Moulin Rouge. I'm very intrigued how much they transform Edinburgh and Bristol. If it's like full transformation, or if it's just the front transformation of the auditorium, like how much are they talking?
Pat, we saw Next to Normal this evening, and that is too soon. That is too soon. Thoughts on the Wicked advertising not mentioning it being in 2 parts? I was on live a couple nights ago with our friend Kate Reinking, and I had a little bit of a rant about this.
On TikTok, then Instagram.
Yeah, because if we think back, and I wasn't alive, and neither were you, and a few of us may have been. If we think back to the Star Wars, it came out, and it was just Star Wars. Star Wars did not, when the first Star Wars came out, it did not call itself Episode 4 because that would have been odd. It also did not call itself Episode 1, brackets of 3. It just called itself Star Wars. It did not, to many extents, tie up every strand of that plot. It did not conclude everything. They brought out another one. It was Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, and everyone was fine with it. In fact, it did quite well.
You know what I'm going to say, though?
What are you going to say?
That is like kind of what I said to you and Kate about that, though, is that's being created in a very different way, where that's the first film of an undefined amount of like films. It was like made as one film, but if it did well, you get more films. Whereas with Wicked, you're taking something that's already said and is already 2. Oh, that's true. Was
it called Star Wars: A New Hope? Because when I always say to my dad,
Star Wars, and then
I think the first one when it came out, was it not just Star Wars, and then they added A New Hope in subsequently when there was more than one Star Wars film? Because he always says it was just Star Wars.
But I feel like
it's just called Star Wars.
But I feel like it's a different situation though, where they hadn't written anything else. So it was only Star Wars because it was like that was the film that was being made. It wasn't part of a series that was already like greenlit as a series. Whereas then with Wicked, it's already predefined what it's going to be, and it's predefined what's going to be in each film as well. That's the only thing I'll say on that. Of like, I get the like it is a different situation completely. They're not comparable.
Yeah,
because of how they've been made. And because the fixed, like, how it's going to work publicly. In
the scroll down, it says Episode 4 post remaster.
But
I don't know how we got onto Star Wars. I brought up Star Wars, but
but at the same time, like, for so many people that don't know it, Part 1 will scare people. Because it's like, I don't know how many people, general public, are willing to go into something knowing that they're already agreeing to watch 2 films. Like, the big discussion at the minute is that, like, what happened recently with Marvel was they were worried that people had superhero fatigue because they didn't think that they could watch.
That either.
Because people felt like they had to watch everything to be able to watch anything new, and it's taken Marvel to work really hard to make it feel like you could watch something and not have to watch everything.
I respect that. I get it, and I have felt that recently. However, Wicked is still 2 movies. That's what we're talking about. However, with Marvel, it took a long time to get to that point of fatigue. The early years of Marvel, when it was like, we're going to do these films, what a year, and then it's all going to come together. People were like, that's so cool. That's great. Marvel, I have so much more before I'm finished. Marvel, the fatigue came when there were all these different series and they weren't good. At least from my perspective, this is like I don't want to have to watch this. I don't know why people are acting like part 1, part 2. I don't think they need to say part 1, part 2. I'm a defender of them not saying part 1, part 2. However, I don't think that's going to put people off, because what is it? What are people going to go see a Wicked movie and be like, wait, you're telling me I have to go to the cinema again? I hate going to the cinema, even though that's what I've done right now. Like, no one's turning up to the cinema being like, you mean I have to do this again in a year? Ugh, better start saving. Like,
I think people just don't want to commit to multiple franchises.
people like franchises. When
Not
it's
as much
one
anymore, I think.
two-part, a single two-part film, a single two-part film. It's not the Marvel Cinematic Universe with 50 different properties on a streaming platform you have to pay for that you didn't already have, that's done a bunch of different series with different tones, and these different strands with all these different characters, and some of them are in space and some of them are in different timelines and all this stuff. It is just Wicked part 1 and part 2. Nobody complained when like the Hobbit movies started coming out and they were like, oh yeah, new, like this is going to be people like a franchise. People like to know what they're going to be doing for a couple of years. When it's like, OMG, they're doing a Frozen 3 and a 4. They weren't hesitant about announcing both of those, and those they've already suggested that's going to be a continuous plot over the 2 films, more so than the first 2. So I don't think they need to be scared of the part 3, part 4. My fear is that Wicked, and I don't know, this doesn't feel realistic, but my fear is Wicked part 1 and 2 do well, and then they want to keep it going and they try and make Wicked part 3 happen.
They'd go to the books.
I know, but
because when the books
but they're not
exist,
adapting the books.
exists.
They're adapting the musical, which is tonally an adaptation of the books that has already taken a strong step away. It's a very different vibe.
It is. But
the Wizard of Oz ground will be trodden and covered in Wicked Part 2 is the expectation. We've already seen Dorothy and Friends in the trailer.
Yeah, and you can't really do a remake of Wizard of Oz after you like in this Wicked series, because all the events of Wizard of Oz will have already happened by the end of the second film. Because of just how Wicked the musical works. The whole...
It's going to be called Wicked 2, Here We Fly Again.
It's going to be interesting. Like, I think this is my whole thing with Wicked, is that I can't tell how it's going to go. I think the amount of merchandise is good because everybody will be seeing things saying Wicked. I just can't tell yet how it's going to go.
We have discussed more challenge videos with Ellie Talks Theatre. I kind of want to start doing some rematches of the old challenges because I think we had some really good ones, and it would seem a shame to only do them once.
I'm going to say no Subway, no underground ones, though, for a bit.
You're not a fan of the underground?
It's too warm at the minute, and it's way too busy.
It is too warm at the minute.
Like, it's one of those as well where, like, I kind of feel like I want to show... I guess this is me, like...
Ellie says in full caps, but I'm so good at the underground ones.
Yeah, but, like, we don't get to show as much, I think, is my thing. I quite like...
You won at least one of the other ones, Ellie.
Yeah.
You've won above ground before. Maybe. Oh, the one with the letters.
Yeah.
Under dubious conditions.
But I like...
The spelling one that you said I cheated at, lol. Yeah.
But I do like... I would like to do some more of the ones where we're kind of like showing all the theatres and stuff. And I like that now there's starting to be collabs with shows with businesses, so we can go and do those.
Yeah.
Like if we did one in the next week, we could include, which we've not got planned, but you could literally go and get the Mean Girls iced coffee as part of it.
I'm going to try and speed through some of these questions. Any info or hopes for Gypsy casting? I've heard the same rumors probably a lot of other people have heard. I know everyone's talking about, is Joy Woods going to do it? And she said she's not, but I hope that she's lying. What?
you could do a scavenger hunt where the goal is to get to a specific theatre, but you have to complete challenges to find out what theatre.
I've thought about this before, but we need to get someone to write one for us because obviously I can't create it for us to do. Grey Gardens with Christine Ebersole was the best musical ever. I love that cast recording. Around the World, are you kidding me? Another Winter in a Summer Town, beautiful. Just got home from Wizard of Oz at the Gillian Lynn. Did you enjoy? How was the Vivian as the Wicked Witch of the West? I'm sure she was great. What's going on with the 2 Gatsby musicals on the West End? Nothing, because right now there are no Gatsby musicals on the West End, and there's no theatres for them to go into. So I don't know. Rumours of their transfers have been greatly exaggerated. Will you be at the London premiere of the Wicked movie? It is too early to say. I was at a film premiere this week that I got invited to less than a week before. So
if
possibly,
they would like us to go, yes.
if Wicked are listening, hello. We would love to be there. We will wear pink and green. I will buy a new damn suit if I get invited to the London premiere of the Wicked movie. As long as I get to see it at some point, I'll be happy. I would like to see it as soon as I possibly can and start talking about it on here for all of you, because you know I'm going to be making videos. But yeah, as of right now, I won't know about that for a while. Is Gypsy coming to London? No, this is the Broadway revival of Gypsy at the Majestic Theatre. It was like 12 degrees today, to quote earlier. Brr, yes. Very good. Ellie, they're trying to take away your glory. I mean, we've never given her the medal that she is owed. That's still over there. Who won the last one? Was it me? It was me.
Yeah, so it's already back here.
Yeah. Thoughts on Billy Elliot the musical? I'm from the town it was filmed and went to the same ballet school. Oh my gosh. Love Billy Elliot. I've never seen the original production live. I've watched the pro shot, which I think is great, and I saw the Leicester Curve revival. It's a great show. It's a really beloved show. And I'm kind of surprised it hasn't done like another tour recently. Like maybe not a West End return.
I miss the OG production.
I would like to see it. And there's so many great actresses. Who would you cast as Mrs. Wilkinson now? And why would it be Rebecca Locke?
Yeah, so instantly. My brain just said Genevieve Nicole. I didn't even think about it. It was just like...
Genevieve Nicole would be great. Kate Graham would be great.
Yes. Kate Graham would be.
A lot of good options. A lot of good options.
Kate Fleetwood came to mind as well.
Pilkington.
Oh yeah, Dan Pilkington would be fun.
Sold. Have either of you seen a terrific high school or college production of a familiar show?
But I want Dan Pilkington to do the UK production of Death Becomes Her when it comes to the UK.
I really liked the Arts Ed production of Chorus Line we saw.
Yeah, that was fun.
A few years ago. We saw a American.
Quite a few people from it in shows, professional shows.
We have. Yeah, because Bella's in Hadestown. Morgan's on the History Boys tour.
Yeah.
We saw a musical called Americana at the Edinburgh Fringe last year that was created by an American college. That was amazing. It was all about school shootings, actually.
One of the, going back to that chorus line, one of them we saw in Mean Girls as well. Kimberly Kimbo tour.
Enjoy.
So excited. We need to see that tour. There's Carolee Carmelo as Kimberly is a yes.
Miguel.
And to have a couple playing two of the roles is a big thing because they were understudying on Broadway and they're taking over their roles.
Yes. I'm putting the cookie cake down, everybody. I need to be stopped. Okay.
Yes, you have been too distracted with cookie.
Where did we get up to? I was hoping you'd answer some questions in my absence. Would you go see Sleep No More next time you're in NYC? Is it still extending? Do they not owe millions in rent?
Yeah, what is happening there?
I have questions. Speaking of the Kimberly Akimbo tour, look at this cup. There you go. There you go.
TikTok can't see it.
There you go, TikTok. Look at that.
We haven't seen the Shitty tour yet.
Yes, Sam, feel free. Email, DM.
Do we reckon Hadestown will get a UK tour as it seems to have a big fan base of the UK? I think it would be a couple of years away, regardless, either way.
Never say never.
But I think, like, for it to happen with the London show still running, the London show would need a little while to know that they could just run and not have to worry about a tour happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But you can see kind of how long it's taken until how long like Tina or shows like that have waited to do a UK tour at the same time as being in London. Like Operation Mincemeat will need a couple of years before they can do that and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you think Tom Holland will continue with theatre moving forward after Romeo and Juliet, or return to film acting? It's not an either. It's not like a train changing lanes that has to decide to go back one into the other. For most film actors, theatre is something that they do when they have time off between screen projects.
Amy Adams has done that a lot. There's other ones.
Yeah, hopefully he will continue to do film and then keep doing theatre when the opportunity arises. I dare say Broadway will be an opportunity that is open. If he wanted to do a Broadway play, he could be in conversations to do a Broadway play or musical.
Like Tom Hiddleston's a good example of that. And
yeah. Oh my gosh! Imagine Tom Holland wanted to go into The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Imagine. They would be like, yeah, come, just we'll fire whoever you want. Not that I want them to do that, obviously, because the cast of The Outsiders are very talented. Any whisperings about the potential Sweeney Todd revival or transfer?
I've not heard anything.
We were hearing rumors, and then it went really quiet. Sad to say. And we need a Sondheim revival in the West End. We need a Little Night Music. That's the one I think we need next. It's been too long.
I'm on Sunday because I've still not watched it professionally either.
Also that. We nearly had it.
But it's kind of the two, I feel like, for me.
This nearly was mine.
Say I've finally seen them.
Very much enjoyed Come From Away on tour. Cast were great. Come From Away. Didn't miss the Revolve. Didn't miss it. Putting that out there.
More people have just said happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday from Des Moines,
Bye,
Iowa.
Canadian chick.
Bye. Thank you. We'll probably hang around. Oh, I was planning to be here for an hour. So we can do...
Yeah, because we're going to have to go and check on Sean.
What did you see about Lion King closing and where? Because Lion King is currently playing in almost every country in the world. I'm joking, but I'm also not.
I didn't see it closing anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, no, it's doing fine.
And what this might be is that on their website, the Lion King doesn't add new tickets to future months far in advance.
Mm-hmm.
But that does not mean that it's closing. That just means that they don't release tickets very far in advance. But it's definitely, they're about to celebrate a big birthday. So they are definitely around for a while.
Yeah. When is Floyd Collins opening at Lincoln Center? I don't think it has dates yet, but next year, spring 25. It's going to be pre-April, because Tony's.
Yeah.
Should I watch Cabaret with the new cast on my next Broadway trip? If you're a fan of those performers, then go see them, because it won't be easy to get tickets, so you'll have to really want to. Sleep No More just announced another final extension to October 16th. And we can look forward to the next one thereafter.
I was going to say, and we can look forward to an article again from the people that own the building saying, Dream
Hadestown castings. I just want to see and get Donal Finn, one of my favorite Orpheuses, one of the top two Orpheuses I've ever seen. Him and Jordan Fisher, both extraordinary. I just want to see us break through. Hadestown sometimes gets stuck around the idea of a young white man and a young woman of color as Orpheus and Eurydice.
Except from Broadway at the minute.
Except from Broadway. That's why I said I haven't said it every single time.
Yeah.
But that seems to be the default that they move back to.
Yeah.
And I long for young men of color to have the opportunity to play romantic leads, because it doesn't happen enough. Because Romeo and Juliet, again, not every one of them, but they often do the same thing. If we
Mhm.
think about the Kit Connor, Rachel Zegler, if we think about the Tom Holland and Francesca Amarudi Rivers.
Can you think who I was going to say that I would love to see in Hadestown?
You have so many because you're a big Hadestown fan.
I have that first one immediately.
Is it a Persephone?
No.
Oh. Is it Beverly Knight as Hermes?
Beverly Knight would be Persephone for me.
She would. Yeah, I don't know why I went that way. Who is it?
Sharon D. Clarke as Hermes.
Sharon D. Clarke as Hermes. Yeah, you said this
Or
one.
Clive Rowe as Hermes.
Yeah. It's 1 a.m. What you doing live? It was my birthday. That's what. I'm celebrating.
I see ride recycling stuff.
Is that Bellevue on your wall? Yes. That's from the West End production. That's the map of Belleville from Cinderella. What did
you can find out with his videos.
What did you think to the behind the scenes drama that went on with that show? I have talked about it. I have talked about it. Go and watch.
Series.
There's a whole Bad Cinderella saga. If you haven't seen, I have made videos about it.
Bye, Liz.
Bye, everybody who's having to leave. We'll wrap this up soon, I expect, because I was just planning to come in here for
Yes, we hope to see Hadestown in Amsterdam, especially as it's an English production.
Yeah, very excited for Hadestown happening in Amsterdam. Will we go see it in Australia next year? I don't know, because that's a big undertaking. I would love to. Got to get some ducks in a row to make that work. Just bought my ticket for the Come From Away tour at Chichester in November. Oh, I bet that'll be lovely.
That's an interesting casting. Will? No, further down, Will. Maimuna as Orpheus.
Maimuna as Orpheus. Oh, that is fun. Bit of a gender swapped moment. Did you enjoy Dear England? Do you mean Death of England? If you're saying which was my favorite.
No. Oh yeah.
Which was your favorite?
Yeah,
that's Death of England. Yes. The middle one, Delroy. So good. So good. And I did enjoy. I enjoyed seeing them all in one day.
Oh, Raymond, so glad you enjoyed Cat's Theatrical Ball. It was so fun.
The audience was cheering throughout. I'm sure we were heading you. It's just such a joyous time. Yeah. It's just so much fun.
The fans.
Who foresaw that it was going to be an off-Broadway revival of Cats that was going to be like the event of the summer? Oh, this is about the Lion King closing thing. West End, it was a Facebook thing. I didn't think it would, but I saw a post and got worried. Yeah, Lion King's not closing. It's all good. It's all good.
It will be here for years and years to come.
Yes. We've seen Michael R. Jackson's musical Teeth.
Yeah, we loved it.
Loved it. Fun. Would go see it again.
Yeah. Would like to see it again, actually, now that I know it. And I'd be intrigued to know if in its new off-Broadway run, whether, like, it will gain, like, the Rocky Horror Little Shop vibes of, like, things happening.
Yeah.
Like, linked to it.
Cassidy, that's a lovely message. Thank you for sharing that with us. And
thank you so much.
Yeah, no, that's lovely. Have you watched Illinois? Yes. I did a little mini review of it over on my Instagram. Have you seen the Othello prices on Broadway? Plus $600 for such a... Broadway prices don't even surprise me anymore because they start wild. Broadway prices begin at Audacity and then it's just all inconceivably expensive beyond that. Like there is no... How do they afford anything? How are they... It's just this stuck business model. And is it because the rent on the theaters is too high? What is it that necessitates everything being that expensive? It's wild. What did we get up to? Do you think Sunset will get panned like Cabaret? Not necessarily.
No, because the New York Post and the New York Times both reviewed it in London.
Yeah.
And they both loved it. And at least one of the two of them is the same critic that would have reviewed it on Broadway.
Yeah. Johnny Oleksinski didn't like Cabaret in London, which was kind of the forerunner of New York critics not liking it when it got there. But New York critics have enjoyed Sunset in London and anticipate that their colleagues and their peers will do similarly, is what I'm hearing. So I hope it does well. I really think it could. I guess,
and all of our friends that have been over here to see it absolutely loved Sunset, and were not like that with Cabaret. So
I don't think the New York City Centre Ragtime will impact a rumoured UK revival.
I think only if they're planning to do a transfer of that, which doesn't seem like the plan.
Yeah. Went to Sunset Boulevard on Tuesday. Oh, you mean in Australia? So depressed, I'm never going to the theatre again. I have tickets for Beauty and the Beast in Melbourne in 3 weeks. Hopefully that cheers you up. That's considerably more joyous. Happy birthday. You're wearing lavender. I am wearing much lavender. You are correct. I forgot Hamilton is still on Broadway. I always, nothing personal about this production. Book of Mormon is the one I always forget is still on Broadway. I could not tell you who is in it. I could not tell you who is in Hamilton either. To that end. Any musicals you think would be good gender swapped like they did with Company? I think a Les Mis would be intriguing, or Six. There has to be a reason.
Yeah.
Six, I think, deflates the thing a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's so inherently about women in history and this feminist reclaiming of their stories. Company, the whole thing was like, in the modern day, are men in their mid-30s really criticized for not being married? Not really, but
Compared
women
to
are
women.
criticized for not being married at any age.
Yeah.
Les Mis would be interesting, although I think it would be more interesting with Les Mis if they were like played by any gender performers, but still as the genders of the characters. The one I immediately thought of was Carousel, because there's a lot of gender politics to pick at and unpack there. But again, I don't want it to change the genders. I want it to be like a female identifying performer playing Billy Bigelow as a man and kind of like portraying masculinity and separating it from the way that we perceive that performer will enlighten us to some different things.
I'm trying to
I think.
I would say
You gotta touch your phone. Okay, last 5 years.
maybe. But no.
Oh.
You keep talking now.
I'll let you consider that. Any idea when Starlight Express will close? Will it be around for a while? It's going to be around for a little bit. Yeah, they spent money on that.
This is not the only cast that will be in that show.
Thank you, Adam, for the birthday wishes and the kind words. Would you happen to be going to NYC anytime the very end of Jan through mid-late Feb? Possibly. Trying to streamline it a bit this year so we don't have to go as many times as we did this past year. But there was something I wanted to be there for in February. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was Schmigadoon at the Kennedy Center. I'm trying to decide if I can bring myself to miss that. Just watch Why Am I So Single? It's so good. So glad you enjoyed. We're seeing it this week.
Next week, yeah.
This coming week. We will be seeing it
very
this
soon.
Week.
In less than 7 days.
Have you seen Beetle? Have you seen Why can't I say this? Have you seen Beetlejuice? Stop it! Have you seen Beetlejuice? Have you seen Beetlejuice film yet?
Can you just say that again? Sorry.
Beetlejuice. Have you seen Beetlejuice film yet? If not, are you planning to go? I was asking you about this because we haven't seen the first one.
No, we haven't.
I have not seen the Beetlejuice.
What's the new film called?
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Have there only been rumours about the castings of Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812 at the Donmar Warehouse? No.
No, nothing. Hopefully it'll be announced soon because it's not that long till it starts performances. Delroy
was great. I saw an early performance. First time I've seen an actor ask for a line prompt, but has to be expected when performing 90 minutes of content. Yeah, it certainly didn't happen when I saw it last weekend. And I thought he was incredible. Has to be said, by the way, the postponed, cancelled transfer of Studying the Park with George needs to be brought back to life. Yes, even if it's different performers. Give us a production, please. How do Americans make so much money would be a better question. Listen, I'm not here to talk about the economy. I'm not Mickey J Finance. Sending love to you both. Pam!
Oh, Pam!
We miss you, Pam.
We miss you, Pam.
Hope to see you soon.
Yes, please.
Do you think Starlight Express will go back to Broadway? I don't know. if
I think if it went to America, it would go to LA
or Vegas.
Or
It could go
Florida.
back to Vegas
Sorry, I meant Vegas.
rather than LA.
Yeah.
Ah.
Either Vegas or Florida.
Starlight Express in Florida would be fun.
Because theme park.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's like the home of the American Railway? Is there a place that's like particularly enamored with trains?
I don't think that's the vibe. I think it's more fun camp vibe where there'll be lots of families.
It is, yeah.
Oh, Leo said Wisconsin.
As the home of the American Railway. There you go. Okay. Starlight Express in Wisconsin. Victoria needs a change. Let's remove Hamilton and Wicked. Don't close shows that are doing well, that have name recognition. That is not what the industry needs. Those are huge theatres. You close Wicked, nothing else is going to be able to fill the Apollo Victoria. It's going to turn into the Palladium that doesn't have extended runs, that has concerts most of the time.
West End can't afford really for those two theatres to be empty. And the big issue is
we need Hamilton and Wicked.
Where those two theatres are, they need to be recognisable and known because they're not near any of the other theatres. So they have to be like destination shows that people flock to.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've always wished there was a couple more theatres that would help properly connect those two to the rest, like in between.
Any rumours that Mincemeat is closing anytime soon? Can you try and get a ticket for Mincemeat?
Yeah.
I dare you.
Hard.
It's selling all the way out. It is fine. Mincemeat is not closing anytime soon.
It's doing very well.
Do you think Cats the Joker Ball would work on tour, or is Ballroom 2 NYC specific? It is a
We've been
little.
saying how we don't think that like it would work.
They could like take
in
it
the
to
UK
like they could do it in LA. I think like go take it to West Hollywood. But I don't even know if it would work in the UK.
I think America's got a better chance to relate to ballroom than the UK does.
Yeah. Nothing. Don't know anything about the Merrily Broadway Pro
We'll find
Shot.
out soon, I think.
In the meantime, if you just loved the production, you can watch the UK.
I don't know if you can.
Pro Shot.
I don't think you can anymore.
Ah, well then.
That's what I think that's what I was discussing with someone. That's why that vanished.
Yeah. Yeah, Ellie, we haven't seen Beetlejuice. Fight me. I don't know.
Oh, Brain's here.
Where? Oh, and that one. Yes. Thank you, Brian. It was my birthday. It stopped being my birthday in the UK.
But it still is your birthday in the US.
73 minutes ago. I just finished a 3-hour run. Why are you running for 3 hours on a treadmill? I know you're in Manhattan, so it's not like you want to run around for 3 hours, but do you know how far you could go in 3 hours? The sights that you could see. I'm just saying.
Thank you, James, for Mickey's happy birthday message.
Thank you.
And Jane. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the kind messages. We will finish very soon. I was just popping on to tell you it was my birthday and share that with you all.
Thoughts on ALW teasing his next musical?
Where do I need to, what hotel bar do I need to hang out at and eavesdrop to find out more about this? I've never felt more like I want to actually become an investigative journalist in my life. Trouble is I fear authority too much to actually like email Michael Harrison and be like, Michael, what can you tell me? Because I fear getting told off. But like, that's what the stage does. Like, let me actually try and be a journalist about this and ask some questions. I would love to bring you a scoop on what the next Lloyd Webber musical is, because you know I'm obsessed with finding out. I don't know if the Andrew Lipperwild party can be on Broadway. I know there's technicalities about it being produced in the UK, or I thought there were technicalities about it being produced in the UK because of the rights. I think the L'Accusa one has something of a monopoly on the rights, and the Lipper one has certain restrictions because of the L'Accusa one, annoyingly and frustratingly. Next Normal is being filmed over the next few days from Monday. Need to see Jay Perry in a West End musical. Is he not in Hamilton right now?
He's back in Hamilton.
He's in Hamilton, yeah.
He's better.
Thank you, James, for the happy birthday. Beetlejuice premieres Regent Theatre Melbourne, May 25. Tickets on sale soon. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Have you seen Oliver at CFT? No, because we're going to see it at the Gielgud, hopefully. There is no home of the American Railway. We destroyed most of the railway we used to have. Sad. The Lehman trilogy made it sound so prosperous. Going to see Dear Evan Hansen in Leicester at the Curve in October. We're seeing it at the Nottingham Playhouse this month. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's a very nice happy birthday message. Wicked needs to be there. Oh, in the West End, you mean? Yes. Build a theatre in the middle of St. James's Park. Bada bing,
to me.
bada boom. I would love another open-air theatre in London, but I don't know if we have enough interest to sell 2 of them. Have you ever listened to Barnum with Michael Crawford? Yes, I've watched a bit of it as well. It was professionally filmed. Do you have tickets for Audrey and Gypsy yet? Not yet, but I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be the very end of this year, very start of next year, March of next year. I don't know when. But try and stop me. Please don't try and stop me. Thank you, Kim, for the belated happy birthday.
Okay. Hello for a second. Pop in and say happy birthday and back to dinner with the family.
Oh, enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Kate.
Enjoy your dinner, Kate.
Lovely to hear from you.
Woo.
Offer to walk Andrew Lloyd Webber's dogs. I don't. He only has 1 dog, right? He got a dog because he hated the Cats movie.
Yeah.
I would offer to walk the dog. I don't think he trusts me with his dog. If there's any best case scenario, he has no idea who I am. But I don't see that happening for me. And then what am I going to do? Am I going to ask the dog? Come on now, be serious.
I think I'm going to go and switch to pajamas in a second.
Yes. We will conclude momentarily. Thoughts on the cast for Spelling Bee at the Kennedy Centre? Great cast. Terrific cast. There is a character who I saw a post about this, and this will be a very inconclusive thing because I haven't really read up enough on the show, but was traditionally cast with plus-size performers that I think this is the part Kevin McHale is playing, right?
Is that the Josh Gad part?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of, and rightfully so, conversation around that and whether there's some kind of erasure there. That's one thing I'm mindful of. Otherwise, I think it's a fantastic cast.
I think it's tricky in that topic about, is that written as a character or is it? It's a tricky one.
But if everyone else is if it's this formerly fat character now played by a thin actor, and all of the formerly thin characters are still played by thin actors. If there was more body diversity across the rest of the cast, it wouldn't matter as much. I don't know. Again, I don't know the show well enough to start that conversation. I'm just devil's advocating right now. Enjoy Frozen on closing night. Is Barbie the Princess and the Pauper the I'm just like you, you're just like me, it's something anyone can see, a heart that beats, a voice that speaks the truth, yes I am a girl like you. I'm pretty sure it's that one. That used to be on an advert for some sort of VHS I must have watched over and over and over again. That was on an advert. I've never seen the film, but I know that song. What about Shrek? Shrek?
Oh, that's amazing. Ali Stroker was announced as performing Giving the Handoff to Los Angeles at the closing ceremonies of the Paralympics tomorrow.
Oh, that is amazing. Ali Stroker, man, has had the most exciting career, and good for her. What about Shrek? What did I say about Shrek?
Oh, Elio, is that the film I remember?
Oh, the elephant
seeing
one.
you talk about that film.
The elephant one. Have I seen it? Yes. Sorry, that sounded very hostile. Yes, I've seen Shrek.
Yeah, I'm excited for Boot the musical. Good night, Dan.
I feel like we can
We're
wind
already,
down.
yeah.
I feel like we're done.
We need
Thank
to go
you.
and check in on our friend.
Yes, I need to go make sure Sean is still alive. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. Very appreciated. I've had a lovely day. And I've been vlogging today and yesterday, so you will see what we have been up to the past 48 hours and why we are so tired. Because we've been doing a lot. We have been doing a lot. If anyone feels compelled to get me a birthday present, all you need to do is, if you are free on the 22nd and you like musical theatre, come along to MickeyJoTheatre Live at the Phoenix Arts Club in London. If you are free but you're not in London, you can get a live stream ticket and you can watch it online. It's going to be great. We're not sunburned. We're just the lighting is making us look pinker than we are. And if you're not free and you're not in London, recommend it to a friend. Those are all the birthday presents I could possibly ask for. But thank you all so much for all of the ongoing love and support. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, Aaron's TikTok.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, I've covered up the end lives. Hold on. How do I architect? Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody.